Welcome back to another piece of Top Choice Movies recap. Today's recap will be short and concise. The movie is titled, I Think I Love My Wife. The film was released in 2007. Watch out for spoilers. Before we jump in, thank you all for your generous likes and subscriptions to our channel. It means a lot to keep us in shape. If you have not subscribed, kindly punch it as you watch today's recap. Enough of the sentiment, let's get back to the business of the day. Richard Cooper, played by Chris Rock, is a successful and happily married man. He is happy in his suburban New York house with his attractive wife Brenda, played by Gina Torres, a teacher, and their 2 young children. Richard's marriage has one flaw. Their sex life has become stagnant, leaving him frustrated and sex-deprived. He fantasizes about other women while at work, including on the train. But he never acts on his fantasies. One day, an encounter with Nikki, played by Kerry Washington, an attractive old friend, raises doubt on his usually tenacious self-control. She professes to only want to be his friend at first, but she starts showing up at his Manhattan finance office on a regular basis, just to talk or have lunch, causing his employer, secretaries, and peers to see him with varied degrees of scorn. Richard is at a loss for what to do when Nikki begins to seduce him on purpose. He flies with her out of town on an errand against his better judgment, where he is beaten by her boyfriend. Then he arrives too late for a critical business meeting to deliver a sales presentation, resulting in the loss of a valuable contract. Nikki subsequently begs Richard to come to her apartment to say a real goodbye, as she and her fiancé are preparing to leave to Los Angeles. He finds Nikki in her underpants in the bathroom when he arrives at her flat. Richard recognizes how tragic the loss of his wife and children would be in the moments before it appears that his attraction to Nikki will be consummated. So he walks out on Nikki. Richard surprises his wife by returning home, and for the first time in the film, they begin to restore a genuine relationship with the promise of better things to come. Conclusion: I Think I Love My Wife is a perfect example of better, but not the best. Richard's avoidance of the final, physical consummation act does not erase the fact that he had an affair. The final act of infidelity, according to the film, will most certainly destroy your marriage, and you should consider long and hard before performing it. However, the process, considerations, and compromises that led up to that deed are often ignored. Lunch dates are kept a secret. Rendezvous with friends from out of town. Ongoing deception. Richards gradually learns to rationalize and accept these events, whereas Brenda dismisses the pornography she discovers on his computer as nothing serious. On-screen statement in film says that you're going to have to live with the choices you make for the next 50 years helps to balance those twisted notions. And, luckily, Richard turns the moral corner just in time, allowing wife and family to triumph. Thank you for tuning in. Please feel free to share your thoughts on the movie you just watched in the comments box below, and don't forget to subscribe for more movie recaps to come your way.